What is it with a frog
It's
attacking
ridiculous.
a horse?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that would happen. Why is it getting upset with a horse? Of all the things for a frog to be like getting cocky with, them two should never even meet.
Why?
Because it's not. I mean, fights are normally over something, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you ever fight with someone, you're in my yard, or you know, you're fighting over something. A horse and a
The fact
frog.
that he immediately goes back to the 1930s.
Yeah.
You're in my yard.
But a horse and a frog. How did that disagreement
What are they
happen?
swapping over?
I don't understand what they've got in common. I don't understand it. I bet that's only happened once. It's a rare incident. Someone said put that in a book. I can't imagine it. That's happening a lot. That horses are being bit by frogs all over the shop.
Oh God! I saw this trailer for this documentary that said the man who's having a baby, and I turned on, and it's a woman going through a sex change, and she's pregnant. That's not a man having a baby. That's a woman having a beard.
Having a breakdown.
Why is that? That's a con. That is pure sense that there's a man having a baby. Look, the world's first. No, it's the woman. It's a woman. What do you think of that? What would you do for your doctor? And I came to you and went, Carl, listen, I'm having a bit of a rethink of these. The penis, I hate it. I hate this cock.
But what do you mean you hate it?
I hate it. I don't want it there. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. It just sits there resting on these fucking awful testicles that I'm going to get rid of. I want this thrown away.
Yeah, well, it's, they're not a great look. I know that. Everyone knows that. It's just the way they are. I mean, if we're all being honest, they're an odd design. I don't think anyone likes their own, do they? That's why we cover them. They're not a great thing, are they?
What is not why we cover them though, is
It's
it?
part of it, I think. I think deep down, I mean, even if, like, I know you hate the Adam and Eve thing, but even if back then he was like, good God, cover them up. And he had a leaf on.
No, but listen. So, are you thinking fundamentally then that aesthetically the testicles and the penis isn't as good as it could be? What would you have there instead?
Well, it's designed that way because that's the way it's got to be designed. It's more about function than
Yeah.
and that's the thing, isn't it? With modern technology,
You need, the thing is the testicles have to be outside because they have to be a few degrees below body temperature.
yeah.
Otherwise the Sertoli cells die, which sort of feed the semen and all that. So, they to be functioning and sort of like fertile, they have to be outside, which is annoying because I'd put a little rib cage around them, like that. I'd pop a rib cage round those, protect them, wear a cricket box, have that built in, so you cannot get a swift kick in the bollocks that makes you feel sick.
But it'd be better if they could sort of reverse up in a way that they were hidden away.
Right.
So that they were just, then you dropped them, it's like, right, we need to cool them down, be at it in about half an hour,
Yeah.
zzz, drop them down.
Yeah, like the gear on an aeroplane, landing gear. Yeah, and landing gear down, and the bollocks and the cooling down. Or you could just pop them in the fridge for 10 minutes.
It's
Well,
like
they could detach and you could pop them in the fridge and cool them down.
Can you make me some breasts?
easy.
Okay. Go on, you say easy, what are you going to do? What's your plan?
Just, how do you do that? It's tablets, isn't it?
No, but...
Testosterone, isn't it?
Testosterone? No, Toblerone. I want some Toblerone.
Just have sort of pointy tits, like Madonna.
Where do you stop though? Supposing I came to you and said, Doctor, listen, I like the bollocks, I like the penis, but I don't like them where they are. I want them in the middle of my chest. I want breasticles. Yeah? The arse, I don't like it round the back, I can't see what's going on. Pop that on the front where the bollocks were. I want my arse where I can look down and see what's going on. Can you do it?
I think it's just easier to move the head, isn't it?
Rick, I know you're a big fan of Professor Richard Dawkins, the evolutionary biologist. He wrote a book, The Ancestor's Tale, in which he predicted a post-human world. This was his, his kind of hypothesis. If we were well, let me read what he's written. If nuclear war destroys humanity and most of the rest of life, a good bet for survival in the short term and for evolutionary ancestry in the long term is rats. I have a post-Armageddon vision. We and all the other large animals are gone. Rodents emerge as the ultimate post-human scavengers. They gnaw their way through New York, London and Tokyo, digesting spilled larders, ghost supermarkets and human corpses, and turning them into new generations of rats and mice, whose racing populations explode out of the cities and into the countryside. When all the relics of human profligacy are eaten, populations crash again and the rodents turn on each other, and on the cockroaches scavenging with them. In a period of intense competition, short generations, perhaps with radioactivity-enhanced mutation rates, boost rapid evolution. With human ships and planes gone, islands become islands again, with local populations isolated, save for occasional lucky raftings. Ideal conditions for evolutionary divergence. Within 5 million years, a whole range of new species replace the ones we know. Herds of giant grazing rats are stalked by saber-toothed predatory rats. Given enough time, will a species of intelligent, cultivated rats emerge? Will rodent historians and scientists eventually organise careful archaeological digs and through the strata of our long compacted cities reconstruct the peculiar and temporally tragic circumstances that gave ratkind its big break?
Carl, thoughts?
I mean, who knows what's going to happen?
Well, that's about it for the second in the series of the Ricky Gervais Guide to. That was Natural History.
I think we've left no stone unturned there, Rick.
I think that is a definitive work. If you've enjoyed the Ricky Gervais Guide to Natural History, why not go back and listen to the Ricky Gervais Guide to Medicine, if you haven't already, or if you have, because it'd be revision.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There will be a test.
There won't be a test.
There won't be a test.
We can't be bothered.
No.
And next in the series is the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Arts. Look forward
So
to
just
that.
clarify, that's the arts.
Yeah.
Right.
Not the arse.
Sorry, just
yeah,
because the way you speak.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you should never go away. People speak your words all.
Yeah, well, no, but just be clear.
Well, no, but
clear.
clearly you're not being clear, aren't you? You're making bumbling fool. And we won't even get on to Carl Pilkington. Dopey twat. Anyway, thank you very much from me, Ricky Gervais, with me, Stephen Merchant.
Goodbye.
And Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Audible hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Hello and welcome to this free podcast for Guardian readers, with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Hello there.
and the little shaven chimp that is Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Do you read The Guardian?
Yeah, it's the only paper I do buy, yeah.
You actually read a newspaper?
Well, I don't always, I don't read it page to page like a lot of people do, but it's got a bit of everything there. There's a magazine with, like, people's lives in there.
Yeah.
Like, they write a little article about, something that's up with them, and you read that and you go, oh, things aren't that bad. It cheers you up reading other people's sort of misery.
Yeah.
They've got, like, they just tell you stuff. The other day they were talking about how to survive through the credit crunch, and how if you eat slugs, it's best to leave them for 3 days before you eat them.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Sorry,
What?
that they've got to the point where they're suggesting that people are so desperate in a credit crunch that they're eating slugs but leaving them 3 days. Where do you get to the point that you're so desperate that you're going to eat a slug but you've got to wait 3 days? Because if I was starving I wouldn't eat a slug. I certainly wouldn't go, I'm starving but leave it 3 days, they taste a little bit better. It's like a fine wine.
It's just...
Where was this?
What are you talking about?
It was
this
in
The Guardian?
It was
Really?
The Guardian, yeah.
What? So, okay, tell me the gist of it. Not that you read it, you just probably
No,
read the
I
headline.
saw the headline about the slug.
What was the headline?
Something like, if you're going to eat a slug, leave for 3 days.
Nonsense.
So I thought, what's all that about? And it was this woman who was doing some sort of credit crunch thing, saying how you can survive on next to nothing.
Right.
And there was just little tidbits.
I don't think people want to hear that.
If you're eating slugs, kill
exactly.
yourself.
I think people are going, oh God, I might have to give up the holiday home. Oh no, I'll take a cut in pay, they're not going to go straight to eating slugs. There's going to be sort of like
It's gotta be
a
gradual.
transitional period.
Take the kids out of private school.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid of one of the Volvos.
don't
Dad,
know.
what are you doing? Eating slugs. What? Eating slugs. Are we not going to Disneyland this trip? No, eating slugs.
Well, that's what's interesting about the newspaper, isn't it? You find stuff out like that. I didn't know you had to leave them for 3 days.
You're not
You're
eating
never going
slugs.
to use that. You're never going to eat a slug, Carl.
You say that. The way things are going at the moment, it's tough out there, isn't it, for people?
You waste money on food because you go shopping every day and buy food in a supermarket for that meal.
Yeah.
Because you say your flat's too small to keep food in the
Yeah,
fridge.
I haven't got a freezer. So
Right.
I've only got a fridge. So I can have milk. I can get milk in, pop it in the fridge. Eggs are always good to have in. You can do a lot with an egg.
Well, yeah. Well, so far you've got scrambled eggs with that milk and a lovely.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you got scrambled eggs. Okay,
There you
what
go.
else? What do you have
Slug
with that?
omelette.
Slug omelette. Yeah.
What else do I buy? You've
Go
got
to the Fat Duck.
You've got to buy.
Not out of the question. The slug omelette.
Better to buy on the day because I don't know what I'm going to fancy eating otherwise. You don't know what your taste buds want.
If you've got a weekly shop, you're still versatile. You've got all the eggs, you've got the bacon, you've got a few bits of meat, you've got some chicken, you've got salad, you've got you don't have to decide. One,
Yeah,
you don't have to decide a week in advance, but two, you don't have to go shopping every single day.
Yeah, but if I haven't got that, what is my purpose?
Well,
That's my
that's
job
your
at the
life
moment.
purpose,
well,
is it?
But, you know, Suzanne goes to work. I know each day I've got a couple of jobs. I've got the washing up to do, put the washer dryer on, and buy the food in. They're the 3 things that no matter what happens, I've got my 3 little duties. They're my jobs in the house.
what?
Oh, you find stuff out. You see, you never do it. You never go shopping. I've never seen you with a carrier bag in your hand. How much is a pineapple?
You've got me there.
There you go.
You've made me like a twat. I've no idea.
There you go.
How many pineapples are you eating?
No, I'm not eating them. It's just that I didn't know, to be honest. So I had a look the other day. I stood there and at £1.95 they are, 3 for £3. I thought that was quite dear. But
Hold on, this audiobook's only $1.95 if you go to iTunes and download it now, and that's an hour pleasure. So,
It's either this or a pineapple.
yeah, is an hour of this worth more than a pineapple to you?
Almost certainly not.
Well, we should give them... Let's give them a little example of our wares. This is a clip from our upcoming audiobook, The Arts. One of the things we do discuss in this audiobook is the merit of putting paintings up on your wall to brighten up your life. Carl rules that out. Not only is he artless and stupid and doesn't really understand the point of any art form, but he's, as you know, got a mirrored wall. And in this clip, we're discussing his life at home with that mirrored wall.
I mean, I haven't got pictures in our flat because of that mirrored wall I've got.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's tiny. You've been in it. I've got windows on one wall, door to get in on the other, kitchen on the other, mirrored wall on the other. So there's
No
nowhere
space for
there.
art.
There's no space for art.
I'm intrigued how you sit at home. Where's the sofa?
At home,
Yeah.
facing the mirror.
So you sit looking at yourself all night,
Yeah.
as opposed to a painting.
Yeah, but at least that changes each day.
No, it doesn't.
It does. The picture
No,
changes.
it's not. It's round and miserable every fucking day.
No, honestly, it's good to, because you don't look at yourself otherwise. Especially me, I haven't got any hair to comb or anything, so I don't look in the mirror as much as the normal person. So, whereas now, I'm looking there every day.
So you're sat at
Yes.
home staring at yourself.
No, because the telly's in front of the mirror.
But are you not distracted by yourself?
Yeah, you
By-
do. When the adverts are on, you look up, and if Suzanne's sat next to me, I tend to talk to her through the mirror.
What do you mean? So why don't you look at her when you talk to her?
You don't have to turn your neck or anything. There's no neck usage going on. I can just look forward. I look at the telly, lift the eyes up, look in the mirror, look at me, look at her.
What does she do?
No,
Look back at you
we're
in the
used
mirror.
to it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like there's more people in the room in a way. It's like,
And they're further away.
there's nothing odd about that. Why wouldn't you use? It doesn't matter. Your
Sorry,
eyes, remember, your
why
eyes
wouldn't
are
you
still.
talk to your girlfriend via a mirror all the time? Is that your question?
Well, no, I think it's quite normal. If your head is facing a mirror where you can see everything in that room, remember, it's a small flat, I can see everything that's going on in there without moving my head. Stephen Hawking would be well happy. So I can look forward, she's sat next to me, if I'm watching the telly, I can say something. Now she's getting the sound from me still because she's sat close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're further away, but things look better from a distance anyway.
So that's how you managed to keep this relationship alive.
Maybe.
You're such an odd little man.
But no, it's not odd. You see, there was a woman on the estate who did use... have I told you about Miss Peggy before?
No.
It rings a bell. Go on.
I think I told you ages ago. It's this fat woman who used to be on the estate. She had a 3-wheeler bike. And her
Push
husband...
bike, pedal bike.
Yeah, like a tricycle thing, but a big one.
Right.
She used to sit her husband in the basket in the back. Cycle about, what have you.
Yeah.
She was known as Miss Piggy. Anyway.
Oh, is this the one that she used to beat him up so your dad pretended to be a policeman?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
one, yeah. You remember?
No, I don't remember this.
Yeah, she used to always duff her husband up and that, and people in the area knew that she was being a bit tight on him. And my dad went round with his mate and sort of...
But what's this got to do with the mirror?
Anyway, well, the way she used to communicate, she used to always go in quick save and nick biscuits. And if anyone went up to her to say stop nicking the biscuits, she'd pull out like a little mirror out of a bag, and she'd look in it, but talk to you via the mirror.
Oh, man!
What? So she's insane.
It's weird, isn't it?
It was really weird.
Like
it used to scare me.
It's like a Salvador Dali painting. you exist in there.
Yeah. It's really, really
So
weird.
hang on. So she used to talk to people through the mirror because she was mental.
I couldn't sit, watch the telly, and look at me watching the telly in the mirror all night.
No,
That's
no,
weird.
that would
Why?
be really weird.
It's really weird, Carl.
I'd be very conscious of myself.
No, yeah, I
conscious
think
of
it gives you confidence in that, and if you are
Gives you
sort of...
confidence.
Well, yeah, because you're seeing yourself more and you pick up what habits you do and stuff like that.
So what have you changed through your viewing of yourself?
I sort of grew a beard the other week, just something different to look at for a bit. And then you get sick of that, it's like a piece of art. Change that, have a bit of a shave.
Can you see the back of the telly in the mirror?
A little bit, yeah. If the flat's a mess, it's a mess twice.
Oh, God! Well, we hope you've enjoyed this exclusive podcast for The Guardian. As I say, this is where it all started. I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. It's my favourite thing I do. Never mind Hollywood and TV and live and books, and this is so much fun for me. Just seeing a little bored, irritated, mank, twat, whinge.
Rick, can I just take this opportunity to say to the Guardian readers that if they've enjoyed this twaddle,
Yeah,
and which of them wouldn't have,
yeah.
then of course they can enjoy more of the same by going to iTunes and downloading The Ricky Gervais Show. There's 4 series of that?
5, I think.
5 series of it, wow.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, our more recent audiobooks, The Ricky Gervais Guide to. We've done medicine, natural history, the arts, and coming soon, philosophy.
Thanks very much. From me, Ricky Gervais, goodbye. Steve Merchant
Thanks.
and Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Testing. Hello. Here we are again with another free podcast to inform the lovely people of the world about our upcoming audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to the Arts. Now, we cover everything in this episode to do with art, from Da Vinci through to everyday people just, brightening up their lives, putting up a picture of something. Talking of which, walking here today, and in the street was one of those security vans, one of those big armoured security vans. I think people must have been in there getting the money because it was empty, but I could see through past the driver's seat, and they'd left the door to the sort of the cage open at the back,
Right,
the big secure gate, and on the wall was a nudie picture.
From a porn magazine.
Yeah, just put up there.
Right.
Now, so there's a bloke driving, and the bloke in the back goes, "Reg, keep a lookout for her." And he goes, "What, you think you're going to get hit?" He goes, "No, I'm just going to have a quick wank." "What?" "Just have a quick wank, and it gets lonely in the back with all this money." "Well, don't wank when we're good." "What? Well, what if we're robbed now?" "Well, I'll stop wanking if the robbers come in. But at the moment, I'm looking at a new lane, having a little wank at work."
I'm going to spread some of the money around like I'm making love to her on a bed, covering money like I just done a heist.
"Not when I'm driving."
I got it, mate. I got it.
Oh,
It's pressing into my trousers.
"Why can't you have a wank at home?" "Not allowed to wank at home. They say if you're going to wank at work."
The wife actually gave me the picture.
It's ridiculous.
What with those pictures? Do people? Because you see them in garages and workshops and that. Do people, are they constantly turned on by that picture every time they see it, or do you just become sort of dull to it after a while? You first put out your cracking knockers in the maid's head, and then And then like 3 weeks later, you're like, same old Rocco, same old Ridge. I mean, do people have to constantly update those pictures?
But what are they putting it up on the wall for? Because that's for all to see. It's not like keep it in your wallet.
Yeah.
Keep it in your wallet and open up. I need to see some tits in a minge. Open your wallet.
Maybe they've proven that actually when people do hold up those